Consult Asia delivers cutting-edge training to empower people to achieve their maximum potential. Engaged in developing and delivering customised learning and development programs specialising in leadership, business, sales and life coaching. True to its name, Consult Asia works with partners worldwide in Asia, North America, Europe, the United Kingdom and Australia, all from diverse industries: hospitality, tourism, banking, real estate, retail, direct sales, legal, manufacturing, and oil and gas. Consult Asia closely works with partners in their people development and business enhancement programs to achieve their business goals. And the Consult Asia global team is just as world-class. Consultants and facilitators, coaches and mentors are industry experts from distinct backgrounds and cultures. Consult Asia delivers only high-quality training solutions and proactively pursues strategic alliances with global firms and consultants to stay ahead in the industry. Consult Asia Global, the world's preferred training group.
And we are live. Good evening, everyone. Good morning and good afternoon, wherever you are. My name is Tinette Cortez, and welcome to my FB Live tonight called Kickstart the New Normal with Consult Asia. So you have just seen my AVP earlier, which actually didn't have a sound in the beginning. So apologies for that, but just to give you a bit of an idea what Consult Asia Global is, we are a training and development consulting firm, and we specialize in developing training programs to help people perform better. So tonight I'm very excited because I have two of my very good friends who are extremely fit to talk about how to stay fit, healthy, and happy. So if you guys are actually feeling a little bit anxious or sick or lazy or negative about what's going on in the world right now, well, tonight is going to be a very exciting episode because we're going to be learning a lot from these two great friends that I have. Very, very fit. Okay, so let's start. My first guest is actually a fitness trainer in one of the Philippines' biggest and most reputable fitness centers. Okay, I got lost there. Okay, and he is actually, very fit. He teaches kickboxing and all sorts of stuff, and he's going to tell us about his story in a bit. How do I know this person? Well, actually, both of them, I worked with them in the hotel several years ago. Back in the day, I think about 20 years ago, I think. Yeah, so it's been quite a while. And he's been a very good friend of mine. We've always stayed in touch. And now he's also an entrepreneur. And he'll tell us more about him later. Okay, so without further ado, guys, please welcome Mr. Jury Domino. Hello, Jury. Hi.
Hi, everyone. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, guys. Hi, Tinette. How are you?
Hi, I'm really good. And you, how are you?
I'm great. How
You're
is
looking
everyone
great.
at home? Hope you're doing fine.
I'm sure they all are, and they're all excited to hear from you,
I'm
Jury.
very excited today.
Yeah, you actually don't age. You have to share with us your secret.
Oh, come on.
Okay, we're going to hear more from Jury later.
Yes.
Okay, so at this point, I'm also going to introduce our second guest. who's also our good friend from the hotel 20 years ago. My God, I feel so old now, Jury. 20 years. Has it already been 20
You look
years?
very young. What's your secret? What's your
My-
fountain of youth?
Oh my God. I think I'll have to, well,
You
I'll
should tell
share
me
that
that.
later.
You should tell me your secret, okay?
Okay, we're all going to share our secrets later,
Good,
okay?
good, good.
So, my next guest is also a hotelier, just like me and Jury. She was also actually connected with one of the country's most reputable beauty centers in the past. So she's really into beauty and health and wellness. And she's moved to Singapore with her family several years ago. And she's also established a solid career in the hospitality industry. So without further ado, another good friend of mine, Miko Calubayan. Hi, Miko. Hi, where are you? Oh my God.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh my God,
Hello.
so excited to see
Hi.
you.
Hi,
Hi,
Miko.
Hey, Jury.
Miko.
Hi. Hello. And hi,
Hello.
everyone.
Okay, so Miko is actually based in Singapore right now. Jury's based in Quezon City, and I'm based
Yes.
in Makati, and we're all stuck at home. So, guys,
Correct.
how are you?
I
How are
know.
you? You're looking great as well. Oh my God.
Well, we have to cope with the things right now, and
Mhm.
eventually, we need to move forward,
Exactly.
right,
Mick,
Miko?
Mick, can you
I
hear
know.
us?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, guys,
Yes,
you
I
know,
can hear you. Yeah.
okay.
Jury, I haven't seen you for a long time. I think
Yes,
almost
that it
18
has been
years. OMG.
ages.
Has
It
it been
we met,
18
I
years?
think 2019. I think it's
Don't
19.
mention
2018.
the year, Lolo.
Okay,
No, no, no.
sorry.
We all worked together in
Yeah.
1998. I clearly remember that. Okay. And
Mhm.
then we all
Yeah.
parted ways, and one of us went there, and one of us went there, and one of us went
Mm.
there. So, and now we're all here. And I think we have a lot of friends watching from the hotel
Yeah.
that we worked for, right?
Mhm.
And
Hi, everyone.
so
Hi,
guys,
everyone.
before we start with our very exciting discussion,
Mm.
I would just like to say hello to our viewers. Okay, let me see. Guys, you gotta help me because we have common friends who are watching. Okay, so well, right now, how come I can't see the viewers? Oh my goodness. Okay, Jacqueline is watching. Hi, Jack. How are you? Good to see you.
Hey,
Well,
Jack.
good to have you with us tonight. Okay, so guys, let's talk about health and wellness and fitness. How do you guys, first of all, how do you guys find the title Kickstart the New Normal? How do you
Well,
find that?
it's something that we really need to adopt right now.
Mhm.
With the situation, it's either you stay and go rot, or we need to move forward. So that's why we keep on innovating. We have to think things. We have to think of new ideas in order to be fit, right, Miko?
Yeah, I know. I mean, guys, just to let you know, I've been practicing meditation for more than a year now. So, when this thing happened, this pandemic, luckily I've been doing meditation. So, I still practice meditation at least 10 minutes a day just to keep calm and, we have to move forward at the end of the day.
Most definitely. I mean, these days you can't
Mhm.
afford not to be healthy and fit, right, guys? So,
I
Yes,
know.
yes.
Yeah.
and okay, who's watching right now? Emmer Adame. Emmer,
Oh,
hello.
Emmer, hello,
hello,
Emmer.
And
Emmer.
he says, wow,
Emmer,
nice to see the three of you. Miss you, Jers, and hi, Miko. Emmer, what about me? Aren't you gonna
yeah.
say hi to me?
Okay.
Emmer, hello. Okay, Emmer. And then Michi Moy, hello, Miko. So I think Michi is your friend from Singapore.
Oh, Michi,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's
And
from Singapore.
then
Yes, yes.
Mrs.
Yeah.
Glazer is also watching from London. Hi, Mrs. Glazer. Of course, one of our
Oh,
guests
hi,
in
Miss
the hotel
Glazer.
before. And yeah, Jeremy
Mhm.
Edos is also watching with us. So Emmer, you didn't say hi to
Yeah.
me, so I'm not. I erase saying hello to you. No, just kidding. Okay,
Hi, Emmer.
Just,
yeah,
hi,
because
Emmer.
he said hi, Miko and Jury, and he didn't say hi, hello to me. Okay, guys, all right. I
Mhm.
think we're gonna start off with our first question. Wow, parang dating game.
Yes.
No,
Oo.
okay.
Para nakaka-stress yung question.
Actually, I'm sure a lot of people are interested to know how you guys have moved from. Well, I don't want to really say unhealthy lifestyle, but I'm sure you guys weren't as fit before. right? So probably you were just
Yes, that's
normal.
true.
You were just normal, just like
That's
everyone
true.
else. And then both of you have really gone into very, very special paths of fitness and wellness. So I'd like to hear the story of, maybe we'll start off with Miko. Miko, would you like to start?
Sure, sure.
How did I mean
Yeah, my pleasure.
share with us the story about story on how you
Mm.
actually started your fitness journey.
Well, our body's metabolism changes as we age. So during my teenage years and, early 20s, I tend to eat a lot and still remain slim because of my body's metabolism. And as Asians, right, we love our rice, noodles, pasta. So when I reached mid 30s, actually, that's when I realized that I need to maintain, a balance and regular exercise. So I have to get fit and healthy.
Okay. So, but I
Mhm.
mean, before, because when you were working in the hotel, right, 20 some years ago, you were already very fit. But I remember we would go out and party a lot. Oops, we used to party a lot.
I know
And
those were the days, we
and-
party a lot. I mean, we eat a lot as well. We drink a lot, when we
oops.
were young.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. I think for some time we did go to the gym. I
Uh-huh.
mean, and do some exercise. But because my metabolism back then was really, I would
When
say
we were
good.
young.
But that was, of course, ages. Yeah, when we were young. Yeah. So, but it changes actually as
Mm-hmm.
we age.
Yeah.
So yeah, mid 30s was actually a turning point for me that, hey, I need to look after my health.
Okay. Great. Thanks,
Mhm.
Miko. What about you, Jury? I mean,
Thank
how did
you.
you start
Well,
your?
actually,
Mhm.
since long time ago, when I was young,
Yeah.
I used to be bullied because I was kind of
Mhm.
lanky and clumsy.
Mhm.
People call me at school in the
Oh.
province, they call me broiled chicken because I was so sickly, I was so lanky. And our family is quite we're big boned.
Mhm.
We're big boned. So
Mhm.
when I start working in the hotel, you
Mhm.
know our GM before, he told me to get fit, and that was the calling for me to enroll in a fitness center in Malate that time.
Okay.
So I was doing it, but I was doing it for the wrong reasons. I was doing it because it was obligatory. It was doing it not for myself. But as time goes by, during I think that was 2003, 2004, I joined in another fitness
Mhm.
club, and I've learned about what we call the body
Mhm.
combat.
Mm-hmm.
A body combat is like a
Mm.
mixed martial arts of different mixed martial arts combined into
Okay.
one music, and
Mm-hmm.
eventually I got to enjoy it, and I was doing it all the time. It changed my
Mhm.
perspective from being lanky, clumsy to become very, very active.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to
Mhm.
myself, I want to be purposeful. I want to do something different.
Mhm.
That was in 2004. There was my coach back then told me to, hey, why
Mhm.
don't you be an instructor? So I auditioned for a body combat instructor that 2004,
Mhm.
and I was accepted. And for 17 years, I'm doing it, and it's keeping me fit and very positive. Aside
Wow.
from my work, this
Mhm.
is my way of releasing the positive energy. It's my way of releasing stress. So,
Wow.
and
Mm-hmm.
because of the pandemic right now, the gyms are closed, right? The
Yeah.
gyms are closed, but I need to move forward. So what I do is I do stationary workouts at home.
Mm-hmm.
So for my cardio right now, I'm doing well. We do have it. It should matter on how is your strength. Your strength is. So in my
Mhm.
case, I'm doing burpees,
Mhm.
and for my strength, cardio strength,
Mhm.
I'm doing free weights. So that's it. So until now, I'm doing
Mhm.
my workout.
Wow, that's amazing. But so you mean
Mhm. Wow.
just somebody in the
Impressive.
hotel? Yeah, just somebody in the hotel pushed you to do it and you actually
Yes.
did it already? Wow.
Yes, he told me that you need to
Amazing.
get fit. He
Mhm.
pinched my belly here and said, "This has got to lose." So
Yeah.
I remember that time. If you
Mhm.
remember McBurney,
Yeah, I think everybody remembers him. So
yes. So
So
and
you
that
you
was
took
the
it.
story of
Yeah.
the beginning of my fitness
yeah.
lifestyle.
Wow. And what year was
That's
this,
good.
Julie?
I
How
think
long
that
ago
was
was this?
I think that was 2001, 2000. I'm not sure. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
because remember we went to Boracay together with Amiel and and the gang, and you were
Yes,
already very fit at that time.
yes,
So
yes.
well
Yeah.
Because
done.
of course, in the hotel industry, you need to look good. Those days,
Mm-hmm.
there's a standard that we have to follow. So
Jeez.
I was a butler back then, so I
Mm-hmm.
need to look
That's
good.
true.
Yeah.
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 So
But
And
what
so
you
about? Yeah, I
and
mean,
you love dancing as well, right, Jury?
yes, yeah, yeah. A
I
long
mean,
time
you
ago,
love
but
dancing,
trance.
right? Yeah.
I'm not
What's this?
sure if I can dance.
Actually, Miko,
Yeah.
he was a raver back then, right?
Oh yeah. You
Along
know,
the streets of Malate. Remember, Jury and
yeah.
Miko? I
Yes,
mean, we would
the
hit
Yeah.
the streets
booming
of
days of
Malate
Malate.
till
I
about
know.
what 7 o'clock in the morning. We would
Yeah.
party a lot. Okay, so how about you, Miko? I mean, what
Mm,
pushed you? I mean, you were already very fit in the past, but
mm, mm,
for you to be going through these marathons
mm.
and healthy eating and all that, what pushed you? What was your motivation?
No, I actually at some point, right? Like I think I mentioned when it was mid 30s when I realized that I've actually my metabolism actually slowed down.
Mm-hmm.
So I realized that okay, I have to really maintain a balanced diet and regular exercise. So in the past, I think I mentioned I worked for one of the leading uh, wellness companies in the Philippines. Yeah, I think for
Mm-hmm.
a couple of years.
Yeah.
So, and we have nutritionists. I work with doctors there, dermatologists and nutritionists. So
Yeah.
we have actually guided nutrition as well. So I've actually reviewed those years actually when I worked there, and then I said, it's about time to
Mm-hmm.
bring back my old self. I mean, my fit and healthy self. So
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, you guys are really amazing because it's not that easy to, well, it's always easy to start, but it's not easy to sustain it and
Mm,
to
mm,
remain consistent
mm.
and committed and
I
dedicated,
know.
right? Just quickly,
I
how did
know.
you guys stay committed to it? What was your motivation? Because a lot of people, Jury, and you know this in the
Mm,
gyms, people usually have this New Year's resolution of starting today, I'm going to be fit, I'm going to go to the gym, and they start, investing in gym memberships, only to find themselves not using the memberships, right? So, how do you stay committed to your fitness
Actually,
journey?
Tinette, it all started with mind setting. You have to really
Mm-hmm.
accept, embrace that you need to change. In my case, I'm an
mm,
instructor right now, so I need to look good.
Yeah.
So because people will follow me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one important thing. I do cueing, I do positive reinforcement to my clients. So the one thing that is very essential in doing in having if you have a timeline, you don't it's like a baby step. You don't
Mm-hmm.
think okay, I'll be fit tomorrow.
mm,
So you do short-term goals.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, for this week, the
mm,
first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this exercise, just
mhm,
this for a minute, for 15 minutes. Then
mhm,
eventually, as time goes by, it progress.
mhm,
It also applies to your diet. So, but later on we're gonna discuss about the diet. But for the exercise, actually the starting point is the hardest one because it's the change. You're changing everything. It's a
Mm-hmm.
transformation.
Yeah.
So but eventually on the second and the third week you began to feel at ease, and the workout will become easier.
Yeah, okay. Well, but I agree with what you said that mind setting is so important because, as they said, if you change your mindset, then you can easily change your
Yes,
behavior or your actions. And
correct.
but even if you enroll in the gym, for example,
mhm,
but you didn't change your mindset, then you'll still end up
mhm,
quitting along the way, especially when it gets hard, right?
Yes, so that's very important. That's the
mhm,
reason
Yeah.
why it's very
Mm-hmm.
important you have that commitment. And
Yeah.
speaking for myself,
mhm,
I know
Mm-hmm.
my family background. We have
Mm-hmm.
a history of, some pre-existing conditions. So I
Mm-hmm.
have to take care of myself.
Yeah.
So as we grow old, it's in my mind that, of course, I have to be healthy. I have to
Mm-hmm.
right. I have to work out. And what I do sometimes in the gym, I was able to talk to other clients, and they had the same issues. So I shared to them my own testimony,
Mm-hmm.
what happened a long time ago, what made me change my perspective in fitness.
Mm-hmm.
Long time ago, my only reason was to look good,
Yeah.
to have that validation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But as I grow old right now, it's being to look good within myself, to feel good in myself. So it's for myself right now.
Yeah.
Long time ago, it's for the
For others. Yeah.
yeah. For now,
Mhm.
it's for myself.
That's good. You actually look very young. You could, you look like you're in your 20s. So
Woohoo!
right, both of you actually. Even Miko,
All of
right, Miko?
us.
Miko looks so
Yeah.
young. She doesn't age at all.
Oh,
So
no, yeah.
okay, but guys,
Not at all.
like during the quarantine, right? I mean, people
Mm,
are staying in
mm,
their homes most of the time. How do you guys move your
mm,
outdoorsy kind of
mm,
workout to your or house based or home based routine? How did you transition? It's very hard because
mm,
Jury is always at the gym. Miko
mm.
is doing marathons and all that. So how do you now do it at home? So maybe we can share some tips with our viewers tonight, how
Well,
you guys
well,
do it.
well,
Yeah.
actually, we were
Mm,
all caught off guard.
Mm-hmm.
So I
mm.
remember in
That's
Manila,
true.
lockdown started in March 17, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
So the gym, every all gym were closed. So what I did was to start
mm,
planning out what will I
Mm-hmm.
the workouts that I will be doing. Like for example, for the
Mm-hmm.
cardio, since I'm doing a high intensity workout,
Yeah.
I'm also doing my courses because I have my classes. So I do my workouts at home plus I do burpees, stationary
Oh, nice. Nice.
stationary gym
Yeah.
burpees.
Mm-hmm.
And then for muscle conditioning, what
mm.
that time I wasn't prepared. I didn't have any dumbbells.
Uh-huh.
So what I did, I got a gallons of water.
I
So
saw that
that
on
was
your
my
Facebook post.
weights. Yes, an oil, the Baguio oil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I took that to do the workout, and sometimes I got the 25 kilos of rice.
Wow.
Oh
It's here.
my,
And
that's full on.
yes, I've learned about the online shopping, the online
Mm-hmm.
orders. So I was able to order some dumbbells.
Okay.
So eventually I was able to adjust with my workout here at home.
That's great. Wow. Well done. May ano ka pa ha, plugging ka pa ng Baguio oil. You should have sent
Baguio
who's
oil,
the
yeah.
manufacturer? Who's the manufacturer of Baguio oil? You should send them a photo of you doing that.
I
You
do
should use
have.
a, did
I
you?
do
Did you
have.
send it to
Yeah.
them?
I
Okay,
do have
good.
in my
Magiging
Yeah,
endorser ka nila. Diba?
yeah.
Wow.
and remember when
Yeah, you'll be an endorser in no
our
time.
local barangay were giving us sacks of rice.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
time they gave us rice, I put it here and I do the squat.
Ooh. Dapat may YouTube channel ka na with
Yeah,
all the squats, with the
it was
bigas and
fun.
all.
It was
Yeah.
fun, Tim. But
That's
you know,
good.
you have to find ways. You have to
Yeah.
be resourceful.
Yeah. Okay,
Mhm.
great. Thanks, Jury. How
Yeah.
about you, Miko? What's your home routine now? Your workout
Yeah.
routine at home?
Actually, I was before the pandemic, right? I was actually doing home-based workouts
Mm-hmm.
already. Yeah. And then I go to the gym usually once or twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
But during this pandemic, yeah, I actually haven't visited the gym yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think it's been how many months now? 4 months. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
haven't visited the gym. So yeah, hopefully I'll visit the gym maybe next month or, but so
Mm-hmm.
far I'm enjoying, my
Mm-hmm.
home-based workout routines. And then I also run on
Okay.
alternate days. And then when I'm
Mm-hmm.
outdoors, of course, running, usually I choose a
Mm-hmm.
non-peak period to avoid the crowd. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, that's early morning around 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Yeah. Career ba? Super early, right?
But
6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Yeah.
I
But
mean,
you
at
can actually
home.
run
Mm-hmm.
early in the morning or actually late at night. So just
Mm-hmm.
embrace who you are. You don't really have to
Mm-hmm.
run as early as
Mm-hmm.
5 or 6. Yeah, it's really up to individual. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I do most of the time I do my home-based workouts. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So guys, if you're watching, you've heard it from Jiri and Nico that it's actually possible to do your workout routine at home. You're not limited to the gym, or if you're used to
Exactly.
running outside, you can run inside, right? Stationary running.
Yeah.
Is that
Yes.
possible?
You can do that as well.
I try to do jumping jacks every morning to boost my, my how do you call it? What do I boost? I don't even know what I'm boosting, but I do jumping jacks. But it's
That's for cardio, right,
yeah,
Jury?
yeah. I do that. I tried burpees,
Mm.
but I'm not very very good at it. But
But Tins,
yeah.
actually
Mm.
there's a lot of online classes during the
Mm.
lockdown quarantine period.
Yeah.
So actually it's very
Mm.
accessible to a lot of from seniors, from kids.
Mhm.
So all we have to do is just log into YouTube and they
Yeah.
can get a lot of workouts there. From
Exactly.
Yeah.
high intensity workout
Yeah.
to yoga to
Yeah.
balance.
I am so in love with yoga. I practice yoga
Oh,
every morning and it's really
That's good.
changed my life. I mean, I started with Bikram several years back,
Mm.
but then now I sort
Mm.
of do hybrid yoga and it's, because I and later on I'm going to share my little story about anxiety and all that, but yoga has really
Oh,
really
okay.
saved my life. I mean, so you guys are probably thinking, how do you find your center or your balance? Yoga is the key. Okay, so
yes.
yeah, all right,
Yeah.
so before I move on to the next question, we just have
Mm.
some comments in our
Mm.
live comment
Mm.
section. We have uh, Domino Pedregosa Joseph.
It's my brother.
Yeah, hi Joseph.
Oh, hi.
Hello, Jury, watching from Australia. Joseph, I've been
Wow.
Hello.
following your
Hi,
posts.
Kuya.
Joseph is a
Hi,
friend on
hi,
Facebook too.
Cookie.
Yeah, are they based in Sydney, Jury?
Yes,
Sydney, yeah. Okay,
Sydney.
Mm.
keep safe, Joseph, there because I heard Melbourne is really, very,
Yeah.
very sensitive these days. Emmer also says, ha ha ha, lagi kasi ako nanonood sa'yo, Tinetsky. So, bumawi si Emmer. Emmer, friends na tayo ulit ha.
Yeah.
Kinalimutan mo ako
Oh,
kanina.
okay.
Okay. And then Mrs. Glazer says, she does all of them, just the outlook in life, just be happy. Yeah, that's very important. And we're going to be talking about that later as well.
Mhm.
And then Emery says,
Yeah.
nakakapanibago kami ko. I think because you're so prim and proper tonight. I think that's what Emery meant.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Masyado ka
I
daw
know.
demure
I know.
tonight.
Ageless.
And then
Prim,
Mrs. Glazer,
prim and proper.
prim and proper.
Yeah.
And then Mrs. Glazer says, you're only 30. I'm 66. Who's 30? Mrs. Glazer, we're all in our 40s. Okay. How old are you,
Oh,
Jury?
my.
We're in our 40s. Oh my God. I had to spill the beans. And she says, I'm still eating all
Yeah.
of them. As long
Guys,
as you're
age is just
happy.
a number.
Yeah, exactly. Emmer says, grabe, Jury, ikaw na ba yan?
Ala.
Emmer naman, ano naman ang akala mo kay Jury dati? Gwapo na yan dati pa. And then Mrs. Glazer says, haha, sorry, my fitness is eating. Emmer says, Miko House Alpha. Emmer, ha? We'll do another live just for Emmer because he's so close to us, right? And of course, my dear cousin-in-law, Heidi Teves. Hi, Heidi. She says, hi, Tanet, watching now. Mwah, miss you. Kisses to the baby, please. And yeah, that's it for now. Okay, so guys, let's talk about food. My favorite. Jury, I like your tip. You've always given me this tip of, that's why I wore red tonight. Did you notice? Because Jury's tip is, what's your red tip?
I
RED?
always tell my clients, if you really want to persevere your fitness lifestyle, remember the color red, which means red means relax, rejuvenate, E, exercise, D, diet.
Ooh, okay.
If you pass on those three,
Oh, okay. That's easy to remember.
I guarantee you.
Red.
And I wore this blouse for you tonight because I know that you are the red coach. So rejuvenate, relax, and rest.
E, yes.
And then exercise. And then diet. Okay, guys, that's not too difficult to remember, is it? So let's just follow Jury's advice and let's see if we're gonna lose 10 years of our age and look 10 years younger. After how long, Jury? About 2 weeks? 2 weeks instant youth.
That's
Okay, so let's talk about
juries.
food. Guys, I'm curious how you guys practice healthy eating, because I personally do not practice healthy eating 100%. I'm sorry, but I love chocolates. Ouch. I love, pasta. So how
Yeah.
do you guys practice a healthy lifestyle through proper diet? Miko, would you like to share with us your secret?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, just like you, Tinette, actually, I love chocolates, cakes as well. But my number one rule is actually, as much as possible, I want to avoid processed foods. But of course, I know sometimes, we struggle to do it right, right? We love
Yeah.
pizza, to eat pizza, burgers, once in a while.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, I just make sure that I'm choosing natural and minimally processed ingredients. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then number two for me is, number one is avoid processed foods, right? As much as possible. Number two is I like healthy fats. So I love avocado is one of my favorite fruits. Back in the days, right, we ate avocados with condensed milk. Oh
Mhm.
my, that's really,
So
the
so good.
sugar, yeah, and all.
Yeah.
But now actually, luckily I actually consume it on its own. And, you can also make your own guacamole out of avocado. And then
Mhm.
it's also a great topping for salads and soups.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, avocado. I'm a fan of avocado, and then of
Mhm.
course you can eat other fruits as well.
Mhm.
And then third one for me is I go for fiber rich foods.
Mhm.
So that's mainly from vegetables and fruits as well. So yeah, I love to put more vegetables on my dinner plate.
No, that's very important to, eat
Mm,
fruits and vegetables. And
I know.
I think would you want to share with us, a little bit about your vegetarian journey as well?
Oh yeah. Oh my.
Because I
Yeah.
know you've already shifted
I've.
to being a
I know.
vegetarian.
I know. I mean, yeah. I've actually started eating meatless dishes actually since the start of the year. So it's actually mainly, it's not really for diet, but it's more for environmental reasons. And because I love veggies anyway, and I tend to eat more veggies actually than like steak or something. Of course I love my pork, right? Our adobo, yeah. But yeah, I mean, start of the year, actually, I switched my diet to being a vegetarian and then vegan. So I eat a lot of vegan dishes as well. So hopefully I can go to veganism moving forward. But at the moment, yeah, it's actually a combination of vegetarian and vegan.
Vegan, right? Okay. Yeah. All right. And we're curious. Maybe next time you can share with us some of your recipes as well. If you want to eat healthy, maybe your
Yes,
smoothies as
yeah,
well.
definitely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Thanks, Miko.
Yeah,
And what about you, Jury? What's
Actually,
Jury
all
eating
right.
at home?
yeah, actually, in my case, it's similar. It's similar, but in my case, since I'm a coach, a fitness instructor, in my case, what I believe is that you don't deprive yourself from
Mhm.
eating, because
Mhm.
once you deprive things, it
Mhm.
eventually you're gonna binge in the future. So what's the key word here? You eat
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
moderation. So it
Mhm.
doesn't necessarily mean you take out all the sugar or you take out the salt.
Mhm.
No, for me, you
Mhm.
just eat in moderation. Number two, you have to
Mhm.
understand your family background. That's
Mhm.
very important. If your family is, high in cholesterol or
Mhm.
has a history of diabetes, so you have to understand. You have to
Mhm.
understand. Not every recipe, not every system, not every
Mhm. Mhm.
formula is applicable to one person, to everybody.
That's right.
It's different strokes for different folks. So what is very important here? What's essential is you have completed all the vitamins and minerals. For example,
Mhm.
you have the vitamin C, which most important
Mhm.
right now, the
Mhm.
pandemic, it boosts your immune system. You can get that in fruits, oranges, citrus.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Vitamin D for bones. You can get
Mhm.
that in fish oil, beef
Mhm.
liver, egg yolks.
Mm.
And of course, sunlight. That's vitamin D.
Sunlight, yes.
Vitamin A, it boosts the development of your skin. So what food do you need to eat? Dark leafy veggies, carrots, papaya. The darker
Yeah.
fruit, the better. Remember that, the darker, the better.
The darker the what? The skin?
The stronger antioxidant. Like for example, berries, like that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Vitamin A for
Wow.
powerful antioxidants that includes almonds, peanuts, broccoli. Then vitamin B6, that's for the meat, bananas, dark chocolate, your favorite, potatoes. And
I
then folic
love dark chocolates. Oh my
acid
god.
to regenerate your blood cells. You can get that in breads, pasta, cereals, oranges, beans. And then iron, very important. And you can get that in seafood and tofu. And also zinc. It's the mineral blocker. So you can get that on the yogurt, baked beans. So the thing here is you have to have a complete regimen of all the nutrients and minerals. Now, there are other people who are not vegetarian. We know some people like that. So that's where you can get the over-the-counter vitamins. That's very important. So again, my position is just eat in moderation. If you know that you're high in sugar, you can have sugar but less. And then don't skip meals. The more you skip meals, the more you go fat. You get bigger.
Okay.
Why?
All right.
Because it calls your brain cells. It tells your cells, okay, I don't have food. Let's create more fat.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's very important. So just do the right. You have to eat. Some other coaches will tell you eat in moderation, eat 8 times, and that's fine. And last importantly, hydrate. Water is very important.
How many glasses of water
That's
is
true.
actually
They say
healthy?
they say 8 glasses, but actually it really depends. Yes, the standard is 8 glasses, but actually if you're in a very high intensity workout, you need more.
More, yeah.
You need more.
Okay. Jury, you mentioned about
Guys, for me, I think, yeah.
yeah, go ahead, Nico.
Yeah, I mean, for me, actually, I consume 4 liters a day of
4
water.
liters.
Yes,
Wow.
But it's not, yeah, it's not for everybody. Guys, don't
Oh
try to
my
do it. I mean, I've
God.
been doing it for years, yeah, for ages. So I've been used to drinking, yeah, about almost 4 liters a day. Because in the office alone, like for 8 hours, right, 8 to 10 hours, I can consume about 2 liters or more.
That's a lot. 4 liters
Yeah,
of
no,
water.
I
Wow.
know.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, if you're working out or if it's very hot in your area, I think you need to drink more water, right? So wow, I'm blown away by that. Okay, Jury, you mentioned something about vitamins or supplements earlier. Is
yes.
there any or are there any restrictions in terms of combining these supplements? For example, let's say if you're taking magnesium or with something or vitamin C, or how does it work?
It really depends on your body chemical things. So the best thing here is really consult with your nutritionist what is best for you, because there are some who are allergic to some vitamins. So first of all, you have to have a nutritionist to understand your essentials. What do you need to take? What do you need to get to lower down? So it really depends on you. So I would suggest go to a nutritionist and have yourself assess which vitamins you need to take.
Okay, all right. Nico, do you
Yeah.
do you actually take vitamins?
Yes, I take
Really?
supplements. So I've got
Mhm.
evening primrose oil,
Mhm.
and I've been using that. I mean, that same brand, I think, for more than 15 years. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you have to look for the quality as well, not just
Mhm.
the the quantity, or if there's a promo or something. I mean, if you're used to this type of brand, then continue
Okay.
consuming it. And then I also take plant protein, because if you're
Okay.
vegetarian, vegan,
yeah.
right? I mean, some of the meat alternatives will be the beans, like lentils, soy, and other plant-based protein products. So I get that from my plant protein powder. Yeah, so I take that one as well.
Okay, guys. So if again, for our viewers tonight, Jiri and Nico were sharing with us their diet secrets. I think both of them are drinking a lot of water, eating healthy, doing away with processed foods, taking supplements, and getting enough sunlight. And
Correct.
what else? What else? Aside from water, what about? Okay,
Sleep.
Jiri, what do you think about sleep is very important
Yeah.
too.
We
But
will go there later.
yeah, oh my God.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, we have a very good discussion about that. But Jury, what about okay, because we actually have a comment here, all right, and this is gonna be challenging for you to answer, because your brother Joseph says that the most healthy way to get into a diet is to order from Tony's Grill.
Allah.
Okay.
Okay,
So Joseph, yes, don't worry, we're gonna be ordering from Tony's.
I'm gonna
for
make
sure.
healthy food
stuff.
for
Yeah,
you.
healthy food. Yes.
That will
And
be my next project.
yes, and Joseph also
Wow.
says, "Hello, beautiful." Joseph, are you talking to your who's beautiful?
The three of
Okay.
us.
Yeah, the three of us.
The three of us, yes.
Well, thank you very much, Joseph, for calling us all beautiful. And then Almeda Emros, I think this is Marlo. He says Jello. Marlo Almeda.
Jello.
Jury,
Marlo,
you saw
hi.
Marlo recently, right?
Hello.
In Quezon City, Jury, remember? Was that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay. And then Emmer, of course, Emmer is still with us. Rika, hi. Rika says, "Hi guys, looking great." Rika's also watching. And then so
Hi, Rika.
we have a lot of our colleagues from the hotel back then who are watching us tonight. So thanks guys for watching. Okay.
Thank you guys.
So what else? So aside from diet, what else? I think this is my most how would I say? This is my favorite topic in this whole episode, and this is more about the positive state of mind, because you guys are actually fitness buffs, you're health buffs. You are, you guys are so fit physically, and I can almost guarantee everybody that Nico and Jury are also very fit mentally. But of course, we're not perfect. We all go through tough times, right? And if I may just share a quick story, is that okay?
Yeah,
Because
of course. Yeah.
when it comes to mental health or mental fitness, guys, trust me, I experienced a very, very bad panic attack back in 2015. Yes, I was actually on holiday in Australia at the Gold Coast.
Oh gosh.
And I was at the beach. I was just walking there with my friends. And then all of a sudden, I started to get dizzy. I started to I had sweaty palms. I could feel my muscles contracting. I could feel my jaws locking, and I could feel my heart racing. And I thought to myself, OMG, am I gonna die? And I started to cry, and I was gonna collapse. And I told my friends, look, guys, I think I'm gonna die. And they're like, what? And we were just having fun. And you know what? You know what happened? So they all rushed me to the hospital. Well, there was a nearby hospital. And the doctor checked everything. And then he just said, you know what? Nothing's wrong with you. And I'm like, what was that all about? And he said, it was so funny because the nurse was like saying, she was interviewing me, ma'am, did you drink? I said, no. Do you do drugs? I said, hell no. Right? I mean, she was asking me all these questions because I really didn't look good. I was like crying, and I looked like I was going to go nuts, right?
Oh my. And
that was the first time I encountered the term panic attack, because I know we go in a panic mode when we're stressed, right? Like, we're nervous about something. But this one, guys, it's real. And I ashamed to share this with everybody, because if you guys are going through the same thing, if you're getting palpitations, if you're getting anxiety episodes, guys, you need to seek help. Okay, do not
Sorry,
be embarrassed. Yes, Miko.
Tinette, quick check.
Yeah.
You're actually in Australia back then, right? You're in a
Yes.
theme park.
I was
So what was the reason of your
I
panic
was at the
attack? You
beach.
should be enjoying your, the view and all.
That's true. You know, that's such a great question. I was at the beach actually, and what I found, because when I came back to the Philippines, I consulted a psychologist, of course, because that's what everybody was saying. Tinette, you were having a panic attack. And I'm like, what is a panic attack? And they said, you have to see a psychologist. And, you know, sometimes here in the Philippines, right? What do people think if you have to see a psychologist or a psychiatrist? They
Well,
think, what?
yeah, actually, long time ago, it's when you, this was long time ago. When
Yeah.
they say if you're gonna meet, you're gonna consult with a psychologist or a psychiatrist. Like a taboo. It's like a taboo in the society. It's not really very accepted. Unlike today, it's well discussed, and some people are having mental wealth advocacy. So lucky for the people right now, for the generation right now, it's accepted. So there's a support group, there's clinics
True.
for that. But during our time, Tinette, Nico,
No.
Yeah.
People
was
would think
so
you're
hard.
crazy.
Sorry, they say yes. They say you're crazy. You're a lunatic.
Or you're
Yeah.
So the problem there is you tend
or
to
you're
keep
just
yourself. So when you have that issue, instead of telling other people, you keep it to yourself, and that's the start of not healing. It's actually it's aggravating the issue.
Yeah, but it's interesting that Miko asked me this question. I was at the beach. Why was I panicking? Guys, you know what? You know what was you know what I found or what I discovered? Because I was on a holiday. I was on a 2-week holiday in Australia, and I was so used to being such a workaholic. I was working mad hours. Like, you know, I would only probably stop working just to sleep for a few hours and then work again. I mean, really. And I was putting so much pressure on myself. I was going through a lot of, you know, emotional roller coaster rides at that time. So when I went on holiday, that was where my body started to act out. You know, all of a sudden, I wasn't prepared to go on a holiday because my mind was still thinking about work. Subconsciously, I was thinking about, you know, all sorts of stuff. So this whole pandemic, this whole COVID-19 situation can really affect our mental health, guys. So we have to be very, very aware. And my piece of advice from, you know, somebody who has experienced severe anxiety, it was a severe anxiety issue, okay? It wasn't even mild because I was getting panic attacks. I was getting dizzy spells. I would feel like I'm collapsing. I don't know if you guys feel that way sometimes. It's actually the opposite, I think, of depression, because depression is more like
you're
withdrawing from everyone, or you don't want to get up from bed, right?
Yeah, you feel you're not a worthy person. That's the other.
So we can suffer from both anxiety or depression, but the most important thing, guys, is we need to seek help. Okay, don't feel bad or don't feel embarrassed.
Yeah, that's
Speak
true.
with a friend or a family member. Now, Miko, and I'm sure you know this, the problem sometimes with family members or friends who have anxious people or depressed people around them, they always say, kaya mo yan, tawanan mo na lang, right? This is such a common answer from our friends or family who don't understand what mental issues are. Okay, and again, guys, when I say mental health, it's not just about being crazy or anything like that, but if you're stretching your stress levels are so high and you're sustaining them for so long, then your mental health can really suffer. So
and you know, Tinette, some other parents, when they know that their kids is suffering from mental health, they tend to blame themselves as parents. Actually, it's not. It's not. It's not 100%, but it's the person. There's something there's a chemical imbalance in himself. So with the factors, the society, the culture, the relationship, it all boils down to everyone around you. But to the parents out there, when you have kids who is suffering from anxiety and depression, don't automatically think that it's your fault. All right. So
Yeah.
the best way is you have to talk to your children, talk to them like a friend, and don't scold them. Don't if it's against your what do you call this, your will or your your culture, just listen first, because what these people needs is someone to hear them from their inside. So you just have to listen. And for the friends, support your friends who are suffering from mental health.
True.
That's very important. Miko, how about you? I mean, I'm sure you've also experienced some sort of stress
Yeah,
at
of course.
work.
Yeah.
You're in Singapore, you're in another country. So maybe you'd like to share with us some stories or some experiences that you had where your mental health was also put to test.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it happened to me recently actually. And I've been practicing meditation for more than a year, right? And I actually have a subscription in one of the leading meditation apps. Yeah. So, but it did help me a lot. I mean, meditation. Like I do it 10 minutes a day. I mean, especially during this pandemic when I lost my job. So I actually was about to start in this new role. That's actually for one of the international hotel chains in Singapore. So I received this call, from the head of the human resource department, and he just told me that we're sorry that, right? I mean, of course you can't yell over the phone or something. So after that call, I was really disappointed, and you can't really just brush it off and just be happy again. Diba? You can't just, hey, let's pop champagne, I lost my job, right? That's not the thing, right? So what I've learned is, when this thing happened to you, right, you have to actually accept or acknowledge your disappointment. I mean, you have to acknowledge your failure, right? Because by learning to accept actually that we have experienced this, we can pick ourselves up easily and we can move. It's easy to move forward. Yeah. So yeah, it was painful and devastating actually at that point. But at the end of the day, you just need to acknowledge your emotions, right, and what you're feeling at that time,
Yeah.
so you can move on.
Yeah. No, that's true. And you're acknowledging your
Mhm.
emotions means that it's okay to cry, it's okay
Yeah,
to
yeah. It's
Yes.
accept the
okay
fact that
to
you're
get
not
pissed,
okay.
right? It's okay to get angry, right? Yeah. I mean,
It's okay
for
not to
that
be okay.
particular moment, yeah, for that particular moment, yeah. And
Yeah.
also, of course, but after acknowledging, right, you have to celebrate your efforts as well, because you
True.
can also view this moment actually as a victory for learning something new. So it's not really bad, right? So that's why I actually contacted you as well. I open up all my options, like, hey, what can we do in the future, like maybe doing online trainings and all this stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, view it as well as a victory for learning something new, and not just you know dwell on the negative side of it.
Definitely. It's so important,
Mm.
that
Mm.
we acknowledge. So, guys,
Mhm.
for those of you who are listening,
Acceptance, yes.
acknowledge and accept your situation. It's
Mhm.
okay to
Correct.
be not okay. It's okay not to feel okay all the time.
Mhm.
And,
Yeah.
and this brings me to my question to you both. How do you feel
Mhm.
about the usual response of people that, oh, especially in our culture in the Philippines, tawanan mo na
Mhm.
lang yan, just laugh at it. It's just a problem, just laugh at
Mhm.
it. How do you guys feel about this attitude that we have?
Well,
I think,
it's
yeah,
yeah.
jury, yeah, you
You
go
go.
first. Well, you can, okay, I mean, based from my experience, right? Of course, you can laugh about it, but not at that point, right? I mean, after that, after you receive that, that experience, after you experience that moment, you can't just laugh about it. You have to, because you're trying to brush it off, which is not really good. So you have to take a moment actually to really process that thought, right? That this is really, you're experiencing some disappointment, and you're experiencing a hurdle in your life. So you can't laugh about it. You can laugh about it maybe after maybe a week or after a few days, yeah, or a day or two, maybe depends on individual. I mean, for me, after one day, then yeah, I would say I laugh, I laugh about it, yeah. But
Yeah.
then yeah, on that day itself, yeah, on that moment, yeah, you have to acknowledge and
Mhm. Okay.
accept that negative moment, yeah, in your life.
Okay. Right. Thanks, Miko. How about you, Jury?
Actually, Tens, in my case, if there are people who does not take you seriously, go to the next other people.
Mhm,
Don't
mhm,
stay with them.
Yeah.
The least that you need is negativity around you.
mhm,
First things, because we were talking
mhm,
about health and wellness here,
mhm,
no matter how much you've been doing exercise, no matter how
mhm,
much you're very, very
mhm,
good in dieting, but if you're not mentally well
mhm,
and you don't take care of yourself, it won't work. Because first things first, when you do your workouts, the muscles break, and when you
mhm,
relax, that's the time the cells, the old cells regenerate. So you have the new
mhm,
cells. Actually, when you're sleeping, that's when you
mhm,
are shaping, you're forming. There's a new cell. But if you're stressed and if you have a lot of things happening in your mind, it won't work. That's the reason number one, you need to have a good 8 hours of sleep. That's
mhm,
very important. Now, how can you do that? Of course, yeah. It's like a chicken and egg
mhm,
issue. How can I have a good sleep when I'm thinking like this,
mhm,
like that? So I have 5 tips for this. Number one, you have to have a me time. Quiet thoughts when you wake up. When you wake up, don't declutter. Declutter all the things. Organize what to do. First things first, I'm going to do this in the morning, then
mhm,
afternoon. At first, because our tendency is, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to pay the bills, I need to go to the laundry. You have to organize yourself, and you need to make it as a habit. Number two, set your intentions. Remember, Tensen Miko, you are not in charge in the universe. All right? So you cannot put the entire ocean in your hand. So don't go fulfilling promises to everybody. Don't say yes to everybody. All right? So because everyone asks favor, you do this, but actually you're already out of your limits. Number three, you need to set boundaries. If it's against your will, learn to say no. It's okay to learn to say no and avoid people who drains your energy. So if there's negative people around you, toxic, don't dwell on it. Don't
True.
dwell. If there are issues that they're gossiping, why will you gossip? I mean, it's their life. So and if there's other people who gossips about you, don't mind them. They don't know your life. Number four, as what Miko said, forgive yourself. You need to forgive yourself. All of us has this past. We have mistakes. Nobody is storm free. All right? Nobody is storm free, but you can be storm proof.
Yeah.
You can be
I like
storm
that.
proof. Yeah. Every person in this, there's no exception na I'm carrying the entire world in my back. No, you have to learn to accept your mistakes.
Yeah.
If the mistakes the things that are manageable, fix it. The things that are uncontrollable, let it go.
Yeah.
Let nature take its course. Number five, be grateful. Learn how to appreciate small things, not the big things, the small things, the one who gave you this or that. So learn to say thank you. And last one, I actually it's six.
Yeah.
This is very personal to me because it really helped me. You have to pray.
Yeah.
You have to pray. So if you have that, if you have that, you could be good. It's a process. It's not an overnight solution, but take it as a baby step.
Wow, that's great, Jury. Your tips are so practical. They're very clear, and I think they're doable. So thank you for sharing. Before we continue, I actually just want to say hello to my friend from college, Pauline Goriseta Banusing. She's watching from Iloilo. Hi, Pauline. How are you? Good to see you. Good to have you tonight. Also, we have Mr. Leonardo Cabalfin Jr. So, Mr. Cabalfin, hello, good evening. And yeah, guys, if you have any questions for Jury and Nico, please feel free to type them on the comment section of our Facebook Live tonight. And we're talking about both physical and mental health. So it's very important. And as Jury said, he gave us 6 great tips how we can manage, if not completely, get rid of mental issues, because stress is real.
Yes.
Anxiety is real.
And
Depression
nobody's
is real.
exempted.
That's
Nobody's
true.
exempted. Everyone.
Mm-hmm.
At
And
one point in our life, we sail on a rough sea.
yeah, right. And Jury, Nico, what's really difficult with this mental health thing is that, unlike physical health, you have vital signs to actually help you gauge. For example, blood pressure. You can check your blood pressure, right? And if it's too high, then you know that you're not okay, so you have to take something. Or if your
Correct.
cholesterol is high, or if you have fever, or there are physical symptoms and you have vital signs. Whereas mental health, how do you measure? How would you know if you have depression? How would you know if you have anxiety? How would you know if you're suffering from a bipolar situation or issue? So again, I personally experienced having severe anxiety, guys. And one of the things that actually helped me, I'm going to share this with you, Miko and Jury, is yes, I do meditate every morning before my yoga. I also journalize. I write all my thoughts and my feelings, whether good or bad, in a journal. So anything that I cannot express, whether to a colleague or a client or a family member or a friend, I write it down, because if you're able to write it down, then it's no longer in your head. You don't have to carry it in your head. You don't have to carry it in your heart. And I think this is so important, guys. And I know some of us are very techy. We use technology to help us release stress. That's fine. But there's something about writing with your hand. You can use your laptop, yes, but it's still different. Just try it. I really urge you. If you paint, that's even better. I play the guitar, and that helps me a lot as well, release my anxiety. Okay, so exercise is good, like what Jury and Miko are sharing. So ladies and gentlemen, again, if you feel that you're starting to get or have some symptoms of either depression or anxiety because of the COVID-19 situation, please do not, don't even second guess, don't even hesitate to reach out to somebody. And for those of us who are now, surrounded by people with, let's say, issues, for example, somebody approaches us. Sorry, this is my tip. Please do not say, oh, you're overreacting, or that, that's just, you're so
Correct.
full of drama, right? Because this is something that people usually say to people who are suffering with mental illness or suffering from mental illness. They say, oh, that you're overreacting. That's just, sleep on it, and then tomorrow you'll be better. Just one piece of advice: when a mentally stressful person, is that correct? Mentally stressed out person comes to us, right? Please do not give advice. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. When somebody is going through depression or anxiety and they start opening up to you, please do not give advice. The best thing that you can do is to listen
Listen.
and to
Correct.
empathize. Okay, all you gotta say is, I'm here to listen and I'm going to empathize. How do you empathize? Just say, I hear you, I understand you, I'm just here for you, and I'm sending you a big hug. please do not give any advice like, oh, just, just don't be too reactive. Don't be, once you start giving advice, and I'm saying this from my own experience, Jury and Miko, when somebody starts giving me advice, all the more I become anxious.
Correct.
Because now I'm pressured to deliver. Now I'm pressured to perform. Now I'm pressured to do something. When all I want to do is just to release the tension and the stress. So I need a listening ear. I need a shoulder to cry on. So just be there to listen, guys. And again, I'm not promoting anything, but at Consult Asia, we teach communication, how you can actually effectively listen to people. And you know what? I can do a 2-hour or maybe an 8-hour workshop just on that, because I personally suffered from severe anxiety, guys. And you could not imagine how powerful listening can do to somebody who has either depression or anxiety. Okay, that was kind of long. So I just had to say it, guys, because maybe you have somebody in your family who has depression or anxiety. Please do not start judging them and saying, you're overreacting. Sometimes, right, Jury? I'm sure you've experienced that. Have you ever experienced something like that when people would judge you for how you feel?
At one point, there are some people who really judged me because I wasn't perfect. And there was a phase in my life also that I was depressed. That was when I was years back. So I had rough roads. Again, I told you nobody's perfect. The thing here is I didn't accept it. But what happened in my case was I isolated myself. So I didn't talk to anyone. So what I did, I just withdraw from the society. I didn't go to parties. I didn't go to functions. But I knew that there's something wrong with me. So what I did, I said, enough is enough. So what I did, I asked people, I had asked the best friends I had. I share it to them, my issues, why I'm like this. And it helped. And you know what? The other one that helped me is this is for very person. I renewed my faith. I was able to clear up my channel to my faith. So
Wow.
I was able to communicate clearly. The light shines brighter when it's darker, right? So when it's very
I
dark,
like that.
it's very shiny. It shines. So this is where you really find time to communicate, talk in your own way, and it really helped. Again, it's not an overnight thing. It's a process. It may be silent, but it's working.
No.
And sooner or
Wow.
later, how it will manifest on you, it doesn't.
Yeah.
They don't. He will not answer you in a very cinematic way. This is what you will do. It's not like that. Actually, he will use other people, circumstances,
Oh,
other
yes.
people. You will just be shocked. Why did I met this person? Why this
That's
situation
true.
happened? And
That's true.
it leads you to the right direction. It's just
Yes.
like waste in it. There's
True.
one direction. Sometimes we're so what they call I forgot the term. If this is the turn, I know the shortcut. You will go to the other.
Yeah.
You go to the
You're being
other.
stubborn.
Yeah, you're stubborn. Yeah, that's the right word.
Mm. Yeah.
This will lead you to this, but you're stubborn because this is
Yeah.
the routine that you're doing. Eventually,
True.
you found out it's traffic. There's a function, but eventually, regardless, it will still lead you to that direction, to
Exactly.
the point.
Wow,
No
Jury,
matter how it's
that's
40
deep.
days or 40 years.
Yeah, yeah. No. I'm really happy for you that you actually found yourself renewing your faith, because then you really do believe that there's something or someone bigger than yourself, and that's when you actually start tapping into the boundless. When you're out there just looking at yourself all the time, then all the more we get depressed and anxious, right? But if we start looking outside and maybe looking at, as Jury said, God, or whoever you believe in, it's really very important that you see things beyond yourself, and serving others, helping others is actually what also is very helpful to people. Mika, I'm just curious how you
Yeah.
manage. I mean, Jury mentioned something earlier that we have to stay away from negative people. Do you have negative people whom you've already tried to avoid in your life? I'm sure you have.
Yeah, I mean, I think in every what do you call this organization that we work at,
Mm-hmm.
there will always be negative people around,
Mm-hmm.
right? But
Yeah.
you have to learn how to skillfully work with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't really
Get
totally
rid of
avoid
them.
them as
Stop
well.
them.
But I think, yeah,
You can't just throw them
yeah.
out of the
So
window.
you can't, yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
of
So
course,
work
yeah.
with them
So you have to
skillfully.
skillfully learn how to deal with them, because if not, then you'll never find a perfect place, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I
True.
mean, I don't think I can't even think of a perfect workplace. There will always
Mm-hmm.
be negative people. And
Yeah.
maybe for others, I'm the negative person, right?
Yeah.
So you'll never know. So for
Yeah.
me, yeah, you just need to uh at least reach out to one another,
Mm-hmm.
help each other. I think
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I mean, we're here for each other. And if there's any negative people around you, learn how to work. I mean, work with them
Mm-hmm.
skillfully, and
Yeah.
yeah, and maybe influence them to be a better person. I think that's the
Mm-hmm.
best that you can do. Yeah.
That's good. That's really good.
Actually, it's true, Tins.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it works for you, the
Mm-hmm.
negative
Mhm.
people, because it
Mm-hmm.
brings out the best in you also,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
you're also being challenged.
Yep.
So this person is putting you down. It can be a
Mm-hmm.
good challenge, and there's a reason why
Mhm.
this negative or toxic people are being brought to you. So it's really
That's
testing
true.
you as a person.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
They're you're right. They're teaching you something without you
Right.
knowing it. So
Mhm.
maybe they're
Mhm.
teaching you
Yeah.
patience, they're teaching you
Yes.
Mhm.
forgiveness, they're teaching you how
Mhm.
to be more focused on your own path and
Mhm.
not
Mhm.
mind them,
True.
right?
It's
So
Mhm. That's
sometimes
true.
people come to your life for a reason. Sometimes they come for a season. So,
Mhm.
wow.
um, so whether they're there for a reason,
Yeah.
then it's up to you to discover that, guys. And if they're there for a
Mhm.
season, then it's time for you to
Mhm.
reflect.
Yeah.
What was I going through
Mhm.
at that time? That this person actually just came and stayed with me for 3 months only. Why? Why are there people who are
Mhm.
staying with me for 30 years and the others for 3 days or some for 3 months? So
Mhm.
again, guys, do not analyze too
Mhm.
much. Just embrace,
Mhm.
like what Miko was sharing earlier. Just
Mhm.
embrace and
Mhm. Mhm.
acknowledge. Okay. All right. So
Mhm.
okay. Wow. We've been talking for like an hour and a half now. Can you
Mhm.
believe?
Yeah.
We can
I
go on and
know.
on. We
I
can
didn't
go on
realize
and
we're
on.
almost 1.5 hours.
We are actually having
Yeah.
we have viewers from Singapore.
Yes.
We've got
Hi.
viewers. Hold on, let me just Miss Elma Antonano watching from Singapore. Hello,
Mhm.
Miss Elma.
Yeah.
And then we also
Hi.
have
Hi.
Yeah.
Rommel. Rommel and Galia is watching us.
Ma'am Leia is there.
Miss Leia from
Hi,
Hi, Miss
Mel.
Leia.
hello, Miss Leia. You're watching.
Mhm.
Miss Leia was our
Hey, Lay.
people innovation director. Correct? I still remember people innovation.
Mm-mm.
Right? Miss Leia, right?
Yeah.
Human
Yeah.
resources. Okay.
Hi, Miss Leia.
And
I miss you, Miss
then
Leia.
we also have yeah, Rommel says make it happen. Wow, that's the tagline of our
Yeah.
hotel. And then Joseph again, your brother says Father Jury, amen. And then my lovely auntie, my lovely aunt, Tita Malu. Hi, Tita Malu. I miss you and I love you. Mwah.
Hi.
And of course, my very good friend from London, who you also know, Melvin Marukot, is
Mhm.
watching. Hi, Melvin.
Yeah. Hi,
And
Melvin.
then who else? Check is also watching. Hi, Check. Check Sai. Miss Leia says,
Hi.
oh no, that was Melvin who said hello, Miss Leia. Guys, if you have any questions for Jury and Miko, just please
Mhm.
feel free again to
Mhm.
comment. I don't think they have questions. They're very happy to
Mhm.
see the three of us together because it's almost like a
Yeah. Yeah.
reunion, right? Okay, and Kiss is also
Mhm.
watching. Hi, Kiss.
Hi, Kiss.
Hi.
Hi
Hi,
there.
Kiss.
All right, so
Mhm.
okay. So Melvin says hello. Hi, Melvin. Okay, guys, what's your message? What's the big message here? I mean, we have
Mhm.
talked about physical health, we've talked about mental health, And I think I'm going to invite both of you again to speak more about mental health, because this is such a relevant topic these days. But what is the big message? But hold on, before hold your thoughts, because there's one comment here from Prince. Good evening to you all. Can alcohol and oh, there's a question. Finally, there's a question. Okay. Can alcohol and cigarettes reduce stress, most especially cigarettes? A lot of people I see smoking, whenever I ask them, why are you smoking? They say I'm too stressed. This is a very good question. What have you guys got to say about this?
You know, Jeanette, it's when you do smoking and an alcohol, you call this the artificial distressing.
Relaxant.
Temporarily, it really it relaxes you, but actually in long term, it do harm for you. So again, you know, it's better that you know
Do it
eliminate.
the natural way. Okay. How about you, Miko? What can you say about smoking and alcohol?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not smoking these days, but in the past, yeah, I used to smoke. Yeah, the only problem is when I smoked that time, I lost my appetite. So definitely not good for my health. Yeah, because that time I was really stressed, and I think smoking is, in a way, actually, I felt more relief actually when I smoke. But then again, after a few days and weeks, yeah, I felt that I lost my appetite. So no way I'm gonna continue smoking. So I stopped smoking back then. Alcohol, well, I'm still consuming alcohol, of course, yeah, but of course in moderation. Alcohol is fine, but then the only thing is, because when you're facing a major issue like what I've mentioned earlier, and instead of accepting or acknowledging that negative moment in your life, or that hurdle or challenge in your life, accepting it, and accepting that disappointment, you go out and consume alcohol, then that's not a good thing. Yeah, because
Okay.
you're just trying to yeah, you're just trying to brush it off actually,
Yeah,
your emotions. Yeah, so you have to accept and acknowledge first, and then maybe after 2 days or 1 week, then party on. Yeah, you can drink again.
actually, a good sip of wine is
Mhm.
also good for the heart pins.
Yeah, red wine.
Yeah, true.
Yes, I agree.
And whiskey,
But not you don't do it like just
Not
like
a
a
lot.
that's different.
1 liter. Yeah, no way. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna read the question again, because
Mhm.
to our viewers, if you guys have answers to this
Mhm.
question. So Prince says, can alcohol and cigarettes reduce stress, most especially cigarettes? A lot of people I see smoking. Whenever I ask them, why are you smoking, they will say that I'm stressed. Prince, my personal opinion on this, again, I'm not the expert, but
Mhm.
I would like to think that smoking, because when you smoke, you inhale deeply, right? You go,
Mhm.
and then you exhale slowly.
Mhm.
So the act itself
Mhm.
is trying to allow you to take in a lot of air and then release
Mhm.
them, or release the air in a very slow manner. So I think that
Mhm.
alone is already relaxing you.
Mhm.
And this is what this is just an analysis that I have, because that's number one. The physical act of inhaling deeply and exhaling slowly is already very relaxing. But just try to remove the cigarette
Mhm.
and do the same thing, and you'll feel relaxed, right? If you can just try that now, inhale deeply
Mhm.
and then exhale slowly. That's what you do when you meditate, right?
Mhm.
So it's just that the cigarette is a physical,
Yeah.
it's a tool that we use to practice the deep breathing. Unfortunately, it's got adverse effects on our health. Okay, so I don't know how valuable that
Mhm.
input is, but
Yeah.
that's what I think that makes it relaxing. Number two, cigarettes are meant to
Mhm.
distract you from whatever activity you're doing at the moment. So
Mhm.
let's say you're in the office and you're
Mhm.
doing a report, rushing something, or you're whatever. If you smoke, you have to go outside somehow, right? You have to light it up and you have to smoke. So that timeout, that 5-minute timeout is already stress relief, it's stress relieving, right? But then again, try to remove the cigarette and just time out, go on a timeout. Just go away for 5 minutes, take a walk, listen to music, do some stretches. That's already your timeout. So I think that the cigarette thing, it's just really a tool to practice healthy habits, right? It's a tool. It is an unhealthy tool to make you practice healthy habits like deep breathing and taking, some time off. So definitely smoking is bad. I mean, when you smoke, I personally felt, we used to party a lot, Mick, right? And sometimes I would try to smoke, and it was so bad for my throat. And especially when you wake up, you feel dehydrated and you smell terrible. Okay, so
Actually,
so I think that's sorry.
There are answers here.
There are answers here. Okay. And then the alcohol, I think it's really just because it's very relaxing. I mean, when you take in a small amount of, say, alcohol, it really relaxes your nervous system, right? The parasympathetic. Oh my God, I'm not an expert here. Parasympathetic, is that?
Yes,
the
correct. That's
parasympathetic
correct.
nervous system is now being stimulated, and now you're more relaxed. Okay. So definitely. Okay. So we've got some answers here. We've got 2 answers from London and 1 answer from Australia. So Melvin says smoking and alcohol are just a temporary fix. So yes, exactly what Jury said. Joseph, again, from Australia, medical study, says alcohol and smoking are bad to your health because heart attack, cancer, obesity, and other terminal illnesses. It's a fact. And then my friend Tim from the UK also says smoking is horrible. So Prince, with Jury, Miko, and our other viewers' answers, plus hopefully my little input there answers your question. All right. So definitely my piece of advice, if you wanna stop smoking, because you can't just stop a habit, right? You have to replace it with a different habit. So if you used to smoke before, try smoking your eyeliner or something, or your lipstick, right? So I mean, you gotta replace it with something. You can't just say, I'm gonna stop smoking, guys. It's not easy for those people who have already been used to it. So
I know.
So
it's
yeah.
difficult.
Okay. All right. So thank you for your question, Prince. And Prince is by the way, Prince is from West Africa. Wow. So you've got viewers from West Africa, you've got viewers from the Philippines, Singapore, UK. I saw some friends watching from the United States, and of course Australia. Our very, very own Joseph Domino, Jury's brother. How do you say? How do you say? Do you call him Kuya? Is he your Kuya or your brother?
Yeah.
Kuya, Kuya Joseph. Hello, Kuya. Naki Kuya na.
Hello, Kuya.
Okay, and then Tim says, listen to some people when they laugh. If the smoke, it even affects their laughter. Really? How does it affect the laughter? Probably the smell when they laugh, Okay, because he says smoking stinks.
Because actually, they're already aware of their breath. So they tend to, limit their smile, their laughter.
And they don't want to show their teeth anymore because they're already very brown or something. Rommel says, my opinion, alcoholic drinks are the lesser evil because after a while your body will excrete it out, and smoking cigarettes has no benefits at all. A glass of wine has great health benefits, and this is exactly what Jury mentioned. A glass of red wine is really, really good.
Yeah.
With some steak with it, some steak to go with it.
Yeah. Or a glass of whiskey, guys.
Yeah. Tim says it's the sound of the laughter that gets affected. So, okay, well, guys, thank you so much for all your comments and your questions, and I hope you already learned a lot from Jury and Miko tonight. So, Jury, Miko, what's the big message? Miko, would you like to start? What's your message to all our viewers who want to start a healthy lifestyle so that physically and mentally they can remain fit and healthy and well, especially during these times, these difficult times?
This period. Yeah. I think the big message for me will be, nourishing the mind, body, and spirit. So you nourish the body, mind, and spirit through physical exercise, of course. Yeah. Proper nutrition. We've talked about that. I think Jury mentioned all these antioxidants, and the supplements that we need to take. And then, guys, meditation. Yeah, because breathing is really important. And as Jury has mentioned as well, whatever your religion is, keep the faith.
Great. Thank you so much, Nico. All right. How about you, Jury?
Um, just be kind to yourself. You have to be kind to yourself. Your body is your temple,
Mm,
and you cannot replicate it. So if it's damaged, you cannot photocopy it.
mm,
You cannot photocopy it. There's no duplicate. So
mm,
there's only one and only you. So you have to love
mm,
yourself first. You have to
mm,
love yourself, do everything that makes you a very
mm,
healthy and fit person. Because
mm,
if you have that love, if your love is overflowing, that is the time that you'll be able to share that love to others.
mm,
So that's my just be kind to yourself, love yourself, and when
mm,
that love overflows, it's the time to share it to others. Because you cannot love others things if you yourself is damaged.
mm,
That's so true.
mm.
Definitely.
That's right.
Definitely. Okay, well, thank you so much,
Mhm,
Jury and Nico, for your
mhm.
words of wisdom. And just
Thank
a couple of
you.
comments here before we conclude tonight's episode.
Mhm,
Okay, so we got a message from Mrs. Glazer again, and she says, "Well done, guys. You all look in your
mhm.
30s. Wow.
Wow.
I thought
Wow.
I thought we were like in our 20s, so now we're 30s." No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Mrs. Glazer. That's really sweet of you to
Thank
say.
you, Mrs.
And she says,
Glazer.
"Well done, guys." And then Rommel
Mhm.
says, "Health is wealth." And
That's
Tim
true.
says, "Try to take up sport or exercise, then you won't be tempted to start smoking." And of
Mhm.
course,
True.
um, Rommel says, "Prayers above all." So yes,
Correct.
prayers,
That's true.
meditation, deep
Yeah.
breathing, exercise,
Mhm,
journaling, listening to
mhm.
calming music, eating healthy, and as Jury said, red, relax,
Yes.
rejuvenate, and rest, exercise, and
Mhm,
diet,
mhm,
proper diet. So
mhm.
red, don't forget that, guys. Okay, so with that, again, Jury, Mika, thank you so much. It
Thank you
was
so
an
much,
Mhm.
Jen.
absolute pleasure to have both of
Thank
you tonight.
you.
Thank
And
you.
I
Thank
know,
you.
I know, we're gonna have you again in this FB live that I have almost every week. And to all our
Sure,
viewers
sure.
tonight, our family, friends, associates,
Mhm.
and friends all over the world who've been watching, thank you so much. And I hope you learned something.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, so with that, good night in
Good
the
night.
Philippines and Singapore. Good afternoon in the
Thanks.
UK, and good morning in the US. Bye, guys.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Bye.